Ermiasism number 10, differentiate yourself. Don't blend in. Quote, it's a violation to blend in. When you stay in your lane, there is no traffic in your life. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. The biggest disrespect you can ever pay yourself is to try to be like everyone else. But at the age of social media, where you can literally become whatever you say you are, sometimes it is imperative that you make it clear that you are different. Nipsey was not afraid to let people know that he was different. On his lead single for Victory Lap called Rap Ninjas, Nipsey dedicated the whole song to explain that he wasn't like everybody else. Some may look at this from a wrong perspective and feel like it is a little self-centered or arrogant. But the truth of the matter is, if you're like everyone else, then why would somebody want to do business with you? As you will see in the next chapter, when we put our action plan together, one of the questions that is asked of you is, what is your unique factor? Make sure that you are keeping your receipts. Anyone can claim to be whatever they want to be, which is in the spiritual realm is a good thing, because as you speak it, you begin to manifest it, what you have spoken, but it. Make sure that you are moving forward, that you can back up what you're saying in real life. As Nipsey said, don't discredit the sacrifices it takes to succeed. You can't just plop yourself in the rank with ninjas. That really put in the work. There's a big difference between faking it till you make it and faithing it till you make it. One is for likes and for shows, and the other is true intentions to manifest. Regardless of what spectrum you fit into, never let your true accomplishments fall under the radar. Talk your ish and let potential partners or customers know your true value. Quote, we ain't equal because we both make a dope record. We ain't peers because we got a record deal or we're in the rap game. Let's just be honest and let's deal with each other in reality. Just because you went to the studio and figured out how the beat and got a cool cadence doesn't necessarily mean I agree with the songs you make. I agree with you because of how you are living, how you are moving, and this is what I believe. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. Urbanism number 11. Watch your surroundings. The company you keep has a large influence on the situations you bring to yourself. So whatever directions Mickey Fickies are headed in, whether it's rap music production or 9 to 5 life, whatever it is, you got to surround yourself with people that like-minded and focus on the same goal you're focused on. Birds of a feather flock together. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. They often say that you are the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to see your future, just pay attention to your surroundings. Nipsey knew that in order for him to take to his life and career to the next level, he needed to connect with like minds. And not just for the sake of connecting with people, but Nipsey was into making genuine connections. From Jay-Z to Kendrick Lamar, Puff Daddy, YG, and the list goes on. He was even revered by many athletes like LeBron James and Stephen Curry. But it was only the people at the top. He also surrounded himself with love, with the fans who appreciated his music. No one was ever too small for him to connect with. Watching your surroundings isn't about economic or social status, but about mindset. Are the people you building or destroying? Are they adding value to your life or are they taking it away? Make sure that you are constantly networking and making genuine connections. At times, it may seem like a tedious process, but as the saying goes, iron sharpens iron. Quote, circle got smaller, everybody can't go. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. Ermiasism number 12. Build a solid team. If you put a camera on the team, you will see that what's going on is not regular. We are different. Yes, I get most of the credit because I am the face, but it's my team who helps keep it together. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey has always been willing to give credit where credit is due. Because he is the name and the face of the brand, most people automatically attribute all the success to him. Let me repeat. Because he is the name and the face of the brand, most people automatically attribute all the success to him. Nipsey will be the first to tell you that the success of the brand is a team effort. Nipsey has always dedicated his life to the hustle, and so as someone who appreciates and cherishes hard work, he understands that in order to succeed, he will need people on his team who are equally as dedicated as him. When speaking on his team, he says, "My team is different. If you put a camera on the team, you'll see that what's going on is not regular. The homies sitting around smoking weed and catching the groupies is not my type of team that we have." Make sure you are assembling your team, that you are putting together a cohesive group of people who are in the business of winning. Repeat. Put together a cohesive group of people who are in the business of winning. As the saying goes, make sure everybody in your boat is rowing and not drilling holes when you're not looking. Repeat. Make sure everybody in your boat is rowing and not drilling holes when you are not looking. Quote, "About to make my partners look like effing geniuses. We was in the Regal, it was me and Steven. We done took a dream and turned it into a zenith." Quote, end quote, Nipsey Hussle. Ermiasism number 13. Define what success means to you. Success to me is just being able to do what you love to do and to support yourself through it all. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. To some people, success is making $1 million, driving a foreign car, or living in a mansion. For others, success is simply waking up and being the best they can be. Two completely different sides of the coin, but nonetheless, these are both marks of success. What most people get wrong about success is that it isn't determined by society. It isn't determined by your family, and it isn't determined by your material possession. It is solely determined by you. Nipsey knew that regardless of what people thought about him, it was really what he thought about himself that mattered the most. He lived his life with pure intentions and understood that he was going to define what success looks like for him. There were many opportunities that Nipsey could have taken advantage of that to the outside world would have been success, but it didn't align with his definition, so he had to stay true to himself. Case in point, with the great respect, admiration, and relationship with Rick Ross, Nipsey had the opportunity to sign to MMG. There is no doubt about it that the hip-hop world would have been in a frenzy had this materialized. But as Nipsey explained, he promised his team to fully execute the plan that they had set forth, and to go against that would not have been the right move to make. Ultimately, Nipsey stuck to his guns, and it worked out exactly how he envisioned.